was before. So, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I am coming on here to talk to y'all about something that was in my heart. As I always say, something that's in my heart, spirit, all of that. But as you can see, today we're going to be talking about giving yourself grace. And while I was on my morning walk, I was like, let me just encourage y'all today. Excuse the hair and all of that. Again, I was on my morning walk. But I came on here just to say that you got to give yourself some grace because of the fact that, first and foremost, you doing something you ain't never did before. What you breaking have never been broke off your bloodline before. And some of y'all think that it's an overnight success. It's going to happen overnight. Or what you're trying to reach, what you're trying to attain, because it haven't happened yet, that it's not going to. But this is why persistency, discipline, faith, trusting God, being persistent in the face of adversity, being persistent even when things show up to try to challenge your progress, being persistent and disciplined even when you don't see the results yet, because you are on a journey. This is the first time that you done ever really been on this level. This is the first time that you have decided to break what you're trying to break, build what you're trying to build, inquire what you're trying to inquire, attain what you're trying to attain. And so on this journey, we have to be patient with ourselves. Why? Because nothing's going to happen overnight. Nothing's going to be an overnight success or an overnight thing. And yeah, granted, there are times when things happen and it seems like it happened like a speed of light for other people. But I'm talking directly to those of you who, when you look at your bloodline, you see recurrent cycles and patterns of defeat, setback. But with your own personal life, you know that you are trying to attain something that's just quite a bit different. So that's who I'm talking to. Welcome to the live. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to those of you who, you know, you're not better than everybody in your bloodline. You're not better than anybody in your family, but you know you're different. You know that who God has created you to be is different. And so you have to grant yourself grace. Grant yourself grace and allow God. I was on a morning run. If you new to the live, I exercise in the daytime, and this is my daytime clothes. You can get off my live or you can listen to the content. Either way, I'll be just fine. And so as I was stating, you are the generational curse breaker in your family, in your bloodline. And because of that, there are new paradigms that you have to break into. There are new territories that you have to break into. So give yourself grace, give yourself time, give yourself patience, allow yourself to have that grace within to know like, hey, I'm on a journey and I'm not going to arrive where I'm trying to arrive to overnight. I'm not going to get to the next level overnight. This thing takes time. And so because you breaking curses, don't you know that your process is a little bit more tedious than the next person? Because you are breaking curses, don't you understand that what God is doing in your life, he gonna send you around a long way so that you can break the curses? This is not going to happen overnight. So be encouraged on your journey, be lifted on your journey, trust God on your journey, and know that what you're doing, it takes time. And if you didn't hear it from nobody else, hear it from your sister in Christ, that God is working everything out for your good. Don't look at your journey and compare your journey to nobody else's process. Don't size yourself up to nobody else. Don't look at nobody else and envision their life for yourself. Keep your eyes on what God have for you. Keep your eyes on what's in front of you. And remember, you are breaking generational curses. So stay focused, be encouraged. It might seem like it's taking you a long time to get to your expected end. Keep walking, keep being persistent, keep exercising spiritual discipline, physical discipline, natural discipline, mental discipline. Eat your greens, eat your vegetables, fill your body up, fill your temple up with the things that God have told you to put in it. Stop filling it up with processed food and fat foods that's going to cause you to be sick. Okay, don't know who needs to hear that. But even if you're on your health and fitness journey, hey, that's even a process. So trust the process. But if you can't trust the process, trust the God of the process. I'm going to say that again. If you can't trust the process, trust the God of the process. Be still and know that he is God. So that's what I have for you today. Trust that on this journey, you're not behind. You're not late. You're not, I don't care if you're 40 years old, 50 years old, 30 years old, 20 years old, 80 years old. You are not late. You are on time. You're breaking curses. You're breaking spells. You're breaking everything the enemy tried to levy against you is being broken. So go and run on with this information. Be encouraged, be uplifted, be inspired, be empowered, and trust God on your journey. You breaking curses. And I don't care what nobody say about you. I don't care what nobody think about you. I don't care if people in your family laughing at you, they talking about you, they ostracize you, they make fun of you. Listen, you the chosen one. That's why they make fun of you. That's why they ostracizing you. That's why they laughing at you, because it's you that's gonna break the curse. It's you that's paving the way for your bloodline. And ain't it funny, just like Joseph, that his brothers threw him in a pit? Some of y'all family threw you in a pit, but what God is going to do in your life is going to release the blessing, not just over you, but over your bloodline. Ain't it funny how the same devil that's mocking you, the same devil that's talking about you, the same devil that put you under the dirt and put you in a pit and said you would never come out is the same devil that got to see you rise. It's the same devil that got to see you win. It's the same devil that got to see you come up in the process. Yes, because you chosen. So this is for everybody on here who know God has built you for something greater, and you feel like your process is just taking too long, and you feel like there is a slowness in even your momentum. Don't quit. You are right there on the brink of success, the brink of breakthrough, the brink of your next level, and you don't have time to waste time on mediocrity. You don't have time to turn back around and look at your past and see what was behind you, because God is doing something new, and it's going to require you to look forward. It's going to require you to have some faith and trust in your journey. But if you can't trust the process, trust the God of the process. Trust that God will never leave you or forsake you. And I want to leave you with one more thing, because the devil be having our minds all way down with all this different type of stuff. And we want to try to figure out the best way to try to run our race and run our journey. Keep your gaze in front of you. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about how it looked to nobody else. You do what God has set forth for you to do. And when you look up, you'll testify and see what God is doing. And I love y'all. Have a beautiful and amazing rest of your day. Go forward knowing that God got you. Everything is under control, because everything is in the hands of God. Everything is already under control because God got everything, including you, in the palm of his hands. I want you to go back and revisit the video that I did before when I was talking to y'all about God got it and God got you. I know that the enemy may look like he got one up on y'all. It may look like the enemy is winning. It may look like everything is about to fall off the playing field. But I guarantee you that if you hold your faith and if you trust God in your process and don't look at what you see and allow what you see to speak negativity out your mouth, but you look up and you look at God, the God of the process, and trust him in the midst of it. When by the time you look up, if you keep looking up, by the time you look up, you will see victory. By the time you look up, you will see the thing that you've been believing in God for. By the time you look up, you will see the very thing that you have been praying and asking God for in the palm of your hands. This is why we can't quit. We can't quit. We can't give up. We can't throw in the towel. We can't do none of that. We can't do none of that. I don't care what it looked like. I'm exercising this morning, and on my run, that came to my spirit just to get on here and tell you, you breaking curses. Did you think it was going to be easy? No, the devil's going to come hard for your head. Why? Because you're chosen. Why? Because God have picked you. Why? Because you're the woman for the job. Why? Because you're the man for the job. As long as you keep your gaze fixed on God, as long as you keep your eyes fixed on God, as long as you continue to move forward in your journey and you don't look at what everybody else is doing, man, forget the Joneses. Forget my neighbors. I ain't saying literally. I'm saying figuratively. I cannot focus on what the next person is doing and run my race. I cannot focus on what the next person is doing and try to do this thing that God is calling me to. It's going to require me to continue to focus on what God has set before me, keep my gaze straight, and do what God have called me to do. We're breaking curses. That takes time. That takes for you to go to another level spiritually, and that takes for you to begin to put your focus on God. Don't look at what it looked like. You are breaking curses. Be patient with yourself. I love you. God bless you. And I'll talk to y'all in the next live. Oh, if you have not already done so, please subscribe. Yes, I look shabby right now. I'm on my morning run, my morning walk. I'm not going to be cute on this walk, cute on this run. And so I just want you guys to be encouraged. Came on here to do that. Love y'all so much. God bless you. And I want you to have an amazing rest of your day. I'll talk to y'all later.